What's good, y'all? We back with another video. Today we got Subway employee shot in the head after putting too much mayo on the sandwich. That's just crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's crazy, bro. Getting shot, getting killed just because you put too much mayo on there. Shit, wow.
Since I covered some news for you guys, I've been doing a lot of story-based videos recently, but when I received the notification to this story yesterday, I felt I needed to share it. The reason I wanted to share this one was because I sat here for a good 20 minutes or so thinking to myself, are people really willing to kill over such trivial matters? Is this where we are as a society in 2022? Of course, if you have followed my channel for a while, then you'll know that we covered many stories where people have died over trivial matters. This one's sadly the newest addition to that list. I'm not going to speak for the majority of people because there is a lot of decent people out there, but for as many decent people there is just as many sick and twisted people who aren't. And for those sick and twisted individuals, they just don't see the value in life anymore. I'm unsure why that is, but for some reason we're seeing far too often people dying over extremely trivial matters. For this one then, we've got to head over to downtown Atlanta. I believe the last time we covered a story in Atlanta was the situation involving the mother of Young Thug's child. She'd been shot dead at a bowling alley over an argument about a bowling ball. Going back to the story at hand though, and we've got to go to the Subway restaurant located at the Circle K gas station on the intersection of Northside and Markham Street. Just prior to 6:30 p.m. on Sunday the 26th of June 2022, it's been alleged that a 36-year-old man who currently hasn't been named had walked into the restaurant to order a sandwich. Everything went smoothly, the man ordered his sub, it was made, he walked off, no problems. A short while later, however, things would go left. According to witnesses, this man walked back into the restaurant where he...
Ain't gonna lie, bro, he probably had other stuff on his mind, bro, cause that wouldn't make you going to kill somebody, bro. He probably were like different events leading up to this moment, but it wasn't just that, bro.
He started to scream and shout that they put too much mayo in the sub. The workers offered to make a new one, but he wasn't having any of it. He continued to shout, so police were called to come to the scene to sort the issue out. However, instead of either calming down and taking the offer or moving on from the scene, he produced a gun and opened fire. Two employees, 26-year-old Brittany Macon and 24-year-old Jada Statham, were hit multiple times. Jada had been hit as she was trying to protect her 5-year-old child, who was also present. He was nearly hit too, but Jada thankfully saved him. The shooting would come to an end after a third employee, who was armed, fired back. Although he returned fire, the man was never hit. Emergency services soon descended on the scene, but sadly it was too late for Brittany. She was pronounced dead. Jada was rushed to hospital where she was fighting for her life, but it's believed now that she will go on to survive the ordeal. For the alleged shooter, it's thought that police arrested him soon after, but no charges have been placed against him as of yet. Of course, the investigation is still ongoing. This story is still developing, so we are waiting for more details to come out, but to think that the pair had only been working at the restaurant literally 3 weeks ago from when I'm recording this video is absolutely mind-blowing. It's currently the end of June. Can you put into perspective that at the start of this month, the first couple of days, Brittany and Jada hadn't even been employed by that Subway?
They were two relatively new employees, only been at my store 3, maybe 4 weeks. Well-rounded young ladies, really hard workers. Everybody loved them. They came to work every day and just did their job. I don't know what the world is coming to. Everybody wants to carry a gun. Everybody wants to, scare somebody with a gun. It's just, it's scary out here. Because of what happened tonight.
That sounds crazy, bro.
Me and my partners, we're actually reevaluating whether or not we're going to continue to do this in this neighborhood anyway.
I am here to announce that we did make an arrest. We made an arrest late yesterday evening of a 36-year-old male out of Atlanta. As stated before, I won't release the name as right now because it's still an ongoing investigation. We still need to provide some information and get some information from some other individuals. But as most people know, this was a very tragic situation that did not have to occur. What we know is that the suspect came inside the restaurant, ordered a sandwich, and there was something wrong with the sandwich that made him so upset that he decided to take out his anger on two of the employees here. What's more important as well is that
crazy,
the
bro.
citizen, we had a citizen
people are really killing this over
contacted
a
us,
sandwich.
who gave us some viable information and who helped lead this investigation in the right direction. As we always say, we can't do it alone. It's oftentimes that we rely on the support of the citizens of Atlanta, and that's what happened yesterday. So kudos to that individual who also is going to be renamed anonymous. But quick actions. Once we got the information, officers from our Zone 5 field investigation team as well as homicide descended on the location, and we were able
All right,
to
bro.
take the
I ain't gonna lie, bro. All right, bro. You still talking, bro? Bro, I'm not, bro. No, bro.
And again, I intentionally did not do it because, again, I want the focus to be on the gun violence. And again, it was something very senseless. Yes, the too much mayo on a sandwich. But again, individual with a gun who decided that that was the course of action to resolve the conflict. So yes, it's a sandwich, but more importantly, someone who failed to resolve.
I'm saying it had to be some more than just that leading up to that moment, though.
To just reorder a sandwich, decided to take actions into his hands, and now we have families who are devastated, and even his family. You know, so again, very tragic.
Can you tell us whether or not the child who was inside the store, his mom was shot?
Man, I'm not watching. It's like a fucking interview. I'm not, bro.
It's frustrating for us to have it.
We understand. We understand the situation. We know. You feel me?
That's the homicide that we're focusing on. It's just, again, it's the senseless act. It's the gun owners who don't make the right decisions. I mean, again, it's very tragic, and more importantly for me, it's the 5-year-old that was there that's going to have to deal with this long term.
And the mother was the victim's spy?
Yes.
And Chief, a question here. Did the gunman leave and get the gun, or did he have the gun in the restaurant?
So I know there are a lot of questions, and you know, I don't want to give out too much information. We have to remember that this is something that ultimately has to be tried in court, and so some of the details will be in the report that will be released later at a later time. But I don't want to really get into everything that happened because it still has to be tried in court.
I guess that's the end of the video. I'm not watching the whole, bro. No, bro. Like 5 minutes to, you know what? But yeah, man, that joint's crazy, bro. Employee shot, dead. Just for Mayo though, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. But hopefully you guys like the video, man. That shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And yeah, man. Until next time, bro. That's crazy.